See him a beast when you hear that sound like yeah, beat on the beat when you hear that sound like woo. Yeah, bitch and the champ only need one round like yeah, me, I'm a G right here.
Fighting at CFFC 120, maybe the most credentialed fighter on the card other than Kyle Dawkins himself, Dennis Buzukja. Dennis, my man, how you doing?
I'm good, bro. Thanks for having me on here, man.
Of course, dude. Thank you for joining me. I know you got a lot on your plate, including a big fight. But before we get to that, I think the thing we have to lead with, most people know you, recognize your name from Contender Series, right? You've been on it twice. Since your first appearance, you've been on a 6-fight win streak. One of those wins is even another win on Contender Series. So my question is, why aren't you in the UFC, man?
We have the same question, bro. I wish I had an answer for you. These guys are crazy. I don't know what more they want. I got the win on Contender. I didn't get the finish. Sometimes you fight a tough guy. You can't get a finish. It is what it is. He was Alpha Male's top prospect. They were hyping him up a lot. I picked up a few more wins after Contender. I got another knockout in Abu Dhabi. I flew across the world in a weight class above my natural weight class. So these guys are crazy. I don't know.
And you were really gunning to get on UFC 288, right?
So that was May 6th, right?
Yeah.
So Mitchell had pulled out on the Monday of fight week. And then I find all this out on Tuesday. Shelby calls up my manager. I'm managed by Daniel Rubenstein. Shelby calls up my manager like, yo, Mitchell's out. Is Buzukja ready to go? My manager said, yes, of course. Anyways, this happened on Monday. Movsar decides he doesn't want to take the fight. He wants another option. He feels like he's being forced. And because we're managed, me and Movsar were managed by the same guy. Okay. So Movsar and then the other side, they were like, no, we want another option. It's not fair. It feels like we're being forced, So then Shelby, the matchmaker, he offered him the Brazilian kid or me. And of course he chose the Brazilian. And that's what happened with that. But I was supposed to be the initial option. I'm the one Shelby wanted to be in there since I'm a local guy. Aljo and Frivola were on the card. So it just didn't play out, man. That was a very frustrating one. That was a very frustrating sequence of events, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not sure if I assume you watched the fight. Diego Lopez, he put on a hell of a performance.
Yeah,
but when the fight was made, I was like, that doesn't really make sense because you're 145 and you're right there. And I don't know. I was thinking the same thing you were thinking.
Yeah.
So I know the UFC is coming back to MSG again in November, and then I believe they're coming back to Atlantic City in December.
I just saw you tweeted that actually. Yeah.
Will you want to come back on one of those cards? Ideally, make your debut.
Bro, I'll fight next week. I'll fight the month after. I'll fight November and December. That's what I'm about. I'll go anytime, anywhere, anybody, whoever they put in front of me. My manager even put my name in the fight, Arman Sarukian, on for a 5-round fight. I was like, bro, I'll fight any of these guys. It is what it is. Like, this is what I'm here for. But Jim Miller's guy pulled out whoever he was supposed to fight. My manager put my name in the fight Miller, but obviously Jared Gordon took that. So we're ready for any of them, man. I'm working hard over here. I just sparred Chris Wade. I just got back from sparring him, actually. That was a great sparring. So, I know where I stand against these guys, it's high-level guys. It's only a matter of time, I think.
I mean, I think that's an overstatement that it's only a matter of time. It should have been freaking yesterday, dude. I'm on the same page as you. And just the fact that you haven't gotten the call yet, why is it important for you to keep taking these fights? Because a lot of people I've talked to about 120 coming up have said, dude, Buzukja, like, he shouldn't be on that card. He's too big for this card, so to speak. So, like, why are you still taking these fights?
That's me, bro. I'm a fighter. That's what I do. I can't do anything else. If I'm not fighting, then what am I doing with my time, with myself? I'm going to be out here doing privates? Nah, man, I got to fight. Really, there's no reward for this fight. I get nothing out of it. It's just, all it is a risk for me. Obviously, whoever I'm going to be up against at the regional level, they're looking at me as a golden ticket. If they beat me, they beat a Contender Series winner and a guy on a win streak coming from a big camp. So really, I got nothing to gain from the fight besides that I just love to fight. I got to stay active. I got to keep moving. But then again, also, if the UFC does call, because they said they're keeping me up for a short notice opportunity. That's my place in the game right now. So at least if they do call, at least I'll be training. I'll be dieting. I'll be focused. I got my head in the game. and I'll be as ready as I could be for a short notice. And if they don't, at least I'll just get another fight in and more experience and just keep doing what I love.
And I mean, dude, this is a huge card. Like, there's gonna be a lot of eyes, including UFC eyes. You know, you got Dawkins, Vilson, yourself, Capaldo, Nolan, and Fernandez, Charlie Campbell. I mean, this is probably the biggest card in Cage Fury history. So you have to think a win here is the fucking one, right?
Yeah, I mean, we thought the last one was, bro. You know, Shelby tells us he wants me to get a finish. I flew to Abu Dhabi and I got a finish, knocked the guy out in the first round at 155. It's not even my weight class, like I said. In UAE Warriors, I fought in Etihad Arena, bro. I don't know how much bigger of a stage regionally or below UFC it could get than that. But again, you know, I'm just doing what I can control, and that's just working, fighting, knocking these guys out, you know, and just keep the ball rolling. That's all I can do, and that's what I'm gonna keep doing.
Well, hey man, you're looking to make it 7 in a row on June 16th. You're going up against the Russian wrestler Soslan Abanikov. What are your thoughts on him, man?
You know, you said wrestler. Honestly, I don't even know what he does. I haven't even watched. I saw like one fight. I saw part of it. I haven't found really any tape on the guy. I'm at the point, man, where it's like mentally, I think I just trained so hard and I've been at it for so long. And I thank God I've been on a good streak and it's just coming together. I just feel like I'll beat all of these guys. I don't know what he's going to come in and do. I don't know what he's looking to do. I just think skill for skill, I'm just above these guys. And humbly, you know, not sounding like I'm cocky because I do put the work in. My talking comes from the work and who I work with. But I'm going to knock him out in the first round.
I'm getting a first round knockout prediction, yeah?
First round knockout, yeah. I'm not going to give you how because I don't want to give it away, but something up the middle, I'd say.
And I have to ask, just because you gave me the prediction, if for whatever reason that doesn't happen, I know you're training with the best in the world, but you are prepared to go the full 15, correct?
Oh, yeah. I could go 5 rounds right now. I've just been, because, you know, like, people don't know this. I was pretty much preparing for May 6th just because I had a hunch. I'm like, something's going to happen. You know, I was like willing it into existence, like kind of manifesting it, trying to hype it up. But I was sparring for Vola the whole camp as a southpaw. I'm not even a southpaw. And like emulating Drew Dober. So right. I've been getting just hard work in for the last 4 months, bro. You know what I mean? This is just icing on the cake. I could have fought 2 weeks ago, honestly. It's just a matter of making weight now, staying healthy, and just going in there and putting on the show.
And are you excited for like the home field advantage you're gonna get? You know, you just said you went to freaking Abu Dhabi. Now you're back in Jersey, very close to home. Like, you hyped for that?
I am actually. You know, I've seen CFFC puts on a sick show. I gotta be honest. I love their production. They've reached out to me a long time ago, and pretty much every few months they've reached out. It just never came to fruition, you know, little things or whatever. But this one's at the Hard Rock, which is a phenomenal venue. I love that venue. Again, they put on a great show. It was the right timing for me that I wanted to fight. You know, June 16th is a great time. Yeah, man, I am excited. Like, you know, I just love to fight, bro. It's really all there is to it. And like you said, it's hometown. You know, I got so many Albanians are going to be there. Charlie's coming back. Vilson is on the card. He's another Albanian. So it's just a good vibe. You know, it's close to home. AC's fun, you know. I am excited for this, actually. I'm not going to lie. So I won the contender fight, and then I fought in Maverick after. And I didn't even care about the fight, you know, which was kind of stupid of me. Not that I didn't care. Of course, I wanted to win, but like it didn't excite me. It wasn't like anything like, oh my God, like it gets me like nervous or anxious or anything. It just felt like another regular fight. But this has me excited. You know, back home in AC, nice venue, nice show, new show. A lot of eyes on it, a lot of hype. So I think everything just works out in its own time and for the right reasons. And I think this is the right platform for me to put on a beautiful highlight and really like stamp that fucking mark for the UFC.
Yeah, dude, Cage Fury kicks ass, dude. Hard Rock's awesome. John Morgan, CM Punk, UFC Fight Pass, and also you Albanian mofos between you, Wilson, Jerry Leshy, dude. You guys are great fight fans. It's so awesome.
Yo, you're gonna see my crowds, bro. Honestly, I bring like 500 people easy.
Ooh, yeah, and
sick.
Yeah, well, I'm excited. I'll be like third row, dude. And I'm hype. And who's coming with you for your corner?
So I'm gonna have Ray Longo, obviously our head coach. Quinta, he's been my guy. He's been like a mentor to me for the last 6, 7 years. And Aljamain Sterling, obviously the world champ. Everybody knows who he is.
Pretty
So
good corner, bro.
That's a good corner, man. Aljo's one of my main training partners. I'd say he is my main training partner. Honestly, we work every day pretty much together. He knows my game. You know, I know when he speaks, I know what he's saying and what he's looking for, and he knows what works for me. So Aljo has a great mind for it. Al has a great mind as well. He knows me, and Ray knows me. You know, so, and I trust them. Obviously, they've been through wars, and you know they've reached the highest level. So knowing I have them in my corner and behind me and believing in me, it just gives me so much strength and motivation.
And that's a good transition to my next question. You know, you train at Longo Weidman. For the casuals out there, you just said Aljamain Sterling, but just give me a breakdown of your camp. Who do you train with? Who do you share the room with? Because it's literally one of the best gyms in the world, and it's really only now starting to get that attention.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. We were just talking about this recently. We're not a super gym. You know, I was just at Killcliff on Tuesday because I was in Florida for a few days training. You know, they're a big gym, ATT, you got Syndicate in Vegas, Extreme. The thing with those gyms is like guys go there already made.
Yeah.
That's just a hotbed where guys like it's like a melting pot. Law, Sarah Longo, man, we're just a bunch of guys from New York who just got into the sport, who love to train, and we just grind and grow together, you know. So going back to the question, you got me in there, you got Aljo, you got Marab, you got Ali Quinto, who he's still training with us day in and day out. You got Nazim Sadikov, you got Matt Favola, Charlie Campbell. You got other guys coming up that are going to be on Contender Series. You got Pampas, we call him Pampas. He's I think on the second week. You got Dylan Mantello. He should be on Contender this summer. You got Justin Montalvo. He's been doing hot in Bellator. There's so many guys, man. Anthony Delaney is one of our guys we work with. He's 3-0. He just got a big knockout in CFFC not too long ago. So it's just so many guys. Well, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody or a few people.
Probably.
Like,
a lot
there's
of
just
people.
so many guys. Yeah, there's so many guys. So we just work hard, bro. You know.
Is Martin Montalvo related to Justin Montalvo?
Martin Montalvo, who's that?
Is he? I might be wrong. I thought he was a law guy, but he's a jiu-jitsu guy. He might not be. He's a young kid. He's like 18.
It's not ringing a bell. No, I don't know.
I might have the wrong gym. I thought he was at law. But anyways, regardless of that, you know, Marab stealing the jacket, Aljo getting the win, Favola getting the win, Sadikov, yourself, you guys are all freaking killing it. Like, is the energy just on a new level in there right now?
Yeah, bro. Right now, the energy is insane. And Nas just got a big fight announced too. He's fighting McKinney. So it's just sick, you know. And the thing is with our gym, like we help each other during the camps. Like I helped Favola for his camp. He's right back in the gym, like, yo, Buzukja, what do you need? You know, like the Monday after. Like if you need me any day, I'm in, you know, any training, any sparring, any wrestling, drilling. You know, like we're riding off of the momentum. It's the energy, it's the camaraderie. Like that's what keeps us strong. It's a family vibe, and that's all comes down to Ray Longo, the general. We call him the general, the Godfather. You know, when the head is strong, the body's strong too. So it's a beautiful thing in this gym, man. I'm so blessed to be part of this team.
So rather than me ask you, does Sterling win? Does Favola win? Does blah 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 win? Because yeah, they're winning. Let me get your prediction for each fight. I want a round and a method.
Okay.
And we'll see how it ends up in a couple months. All right. So we'll start at the top. Aljamain Sterling and Sean O'Malley in Boston.
I say second round submission.
Oh, I like that. All right. And then moving down, big body steam, Favola. Let's say he gets that Patty fight. How's that go?
First round knockout. That's happening right there. Patty's gonna be stupid and try to bang with Favola, leave his chin up and like that, and he's gonna fucking slap. If Favola cracked what's his name, Dober's chin, first guy to pretty much knock him out in the UFC, fucking Patty's going to sleep first round.
Patty fights.
Yeah, he's fucking like he's smelling. You ever seen the cartoons where like the cats or something, they smell something and they're like levitating in the air. They're like this. That's Patty's big ass head.
And Patty, you kick my ass, but yeah, put your chin down, buddy. Anyways, the crazy boy, Marab, let's say he gets, I don't know, maybe he's got a fight in the works I don't know about, but let's say he gets Henry, because that's kind of where the hype's been. How would that one go?
That's a good fight. That's a tough fight. Obviously, you know, both guys are phenomenal. I think Marab will get the decision on Henry. Just outwork him, outpace him, outgrind him. And Marab has pretty heavy hands, man. People don't realize, like, when he fought Marlon, he hurt Marlon. and he touched Aldo up a little bit too. So, and he was piecing up beyond, man. People sleep on Merab's striking, so I think Merab's just gonna have too much for Henry, and I think he'll edge out the decision on that.
Merab's my cash cow, bro. He's always the underdog. It's just
bro, it's amazing.
Easy. And then lastly, Nas, Terrence McKinney. That's a fucking banger. How's that one?
That's a banger. 10 billion% will bet the house that Nas is knocking out McKinney. What round? I'll give him second round.
I like that.
I'll give him a second round, Nas second round knockout. I think maybe McKinney might be able to get through. Yo, my bad if the cat's meowing.
You're good, bro.
I don't know if you hear him. He's going crazy.
A little bit. It's cute. I like cats.
You hear him?
Yeah, a little bit.
He's going crazy. I got Nas second round knockout.
Love it, dude. And then I got a little bit more to ask about yourself, and then I'll let you get out of here and go mess around with your cat. So the next step of your career, right? This is a big one for you, right? Like all the pressure, so to speak, on moving forward is on CFFC 120. So after you get that win, is it like, are you limited to the UFC? Are you like, yeah, UFC, or are you interested in a PFL, something else to get paid, so to speak?
Yeah, so I've been asked this question a bunch of times recently. I've had Bellator reach out to me. I've had PFL.
I bet, yeah.
I've had Bellator, I think PFL twice actually reach out. I want the UFC, man. That's like always in my head. I set that goal, and I made a promise to myself, like I'm not stopping until I become UFC world champ, and that's all that I'm gonna go for, and that's all I'm looking for. So I have my mind focused on that. Nothing. My mind's unbreakable. I'm not breaking anything for that. Not for myself. Not for anyone. I can't even convince myself to go for something else at this point, just because I locked it in. But UFC is definitely, and I feel like it's the best fit for me. Like I think I have that personality. I have a new fan base with the Albanians to bring to the game. I would like to say I have an exciting style at least. And I think the best fit for me is UFC, and especially at the top, you do get paid the most compared to these other shows. No matter what anyone says, UFC's paying the most.
And then your goal is to become the champion. That's like your ultimate career goal. If everything goes your way, when do you think that happens by? Do you have a timeline in mind?
I'm 25 now. I'm still fairly young in the game, even though I feel amazing right now. I would say 29, 30, maybe the latest. But 28 would be ideal. I just go on a crazy run, and they just fast track me to the title. I don't really know. You know what it is? I think it would be a good time. Maybe 28 is a good time because I do want to stay active. And of course, God willing, no injuries, and I'm healthy and active. Sure. There's really no guys, like both cleared out the division. Kind of same thing like with the Izzy scenario. I could probably get, 3-4 big wins and just get right to the title. So who knows? Maybe 28. That would be ideal. Looking ahead, kind of like based on the question. I don't really like to look too far ahead, but I think 28 is doable if I get in after this fight, let's say.
I mean, dude, that'll be a 7-fight win streak, so they'll put you into the Wolves already.
Yeah. Shelby does speak highly of me. I've talked to him a bunch. It's really just a matter of timing at this point. But I'm not the type to ever say I'm owed anything or entitled to anything. So I'm just out here just collecting wins, building experience. The longer it takes for me to get in, the worse it is for these guys. So that's how I'm looking at it.
And before we get out of here, man, I just want to give you the opportunity because there's so many eyes on this fight with UFC Fight Pass, like you said, all your Albanian and all your other fans, your Law MMA squad. Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to say to everybody? The mic is yours.
I'm just so thankful to everybody. My family, like my girlfriend, she cooks every meal for me just to make sure like I can rest and be good. Obviously my team, my sponsors, I have so many guys, man. And the Albanians, like the Albanian community is like so behind me. Like it's one thing to say they support me, but like they sponsor me with money so that I can train and I can be focused and not have to work, and just so that I can go in there and be the best I can be and win and raise that Albanian flag, like that's all they want out of it. They don't care about any promotion or marketing or like them getting business, for example. They like, it's just, how can I not win? I already feel like I always win with this support. I can't let them down. It's such a huge motivating factor for me. And again, going back to it, like all the Albanians around the world, I get so much support all the time, man. And like all the sponsors, like I have a guy, Guzman, Guzman Blota, he's Albanian guy. He supports me so much, and he has, he gathers the community to support me as well. I have a guy, Dennis Jory. He supports me a lot, and it's just if I just sit here, I have the Dreshai family, the TVL family. Like they know who they are. The community knows who they are. They just support me so much, man, through thick and thin, and I'm so grateful for all of them. And then I go in there, and then when I win, they win. That's all they want out of it, is to just see me just work hard and chase my dreams, because we're a small community, and all these guys that have made it, they came to the country 25 years ago with nothing. People helped them to get on their feet and then rise up, and now they're in amazing positions, and then they're paying it forward, and then when my time comes, God willing, I'm where I want to be. I'm going to look to help the next generation and the younger kids too.
Well, hey, man, as a fan, I can't wait for CFFC 120. And as a media member, I appreciate the time. And everybody, go follow Dennis. I'm going to link all of his social medias below. And more importantly, or I guess equally as importantly, tune into his fight, June 16th, CFFC 120 on UFC Fight Pass. Dennis Buzukja, my man, thank you so much. And kick some ass in there, all right?
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Let's do it. I hope, like I said, first round knockout, think of something up the middle coming up. But let's see. You never know. Maybe submission, maybe ground and pound, but I want to be flashy, man. Time to have fun in there.
Well, don't blink regardless. Sounds good to me,
Yeah,
bro.
for sure. I'm cracking in there.